When Gears of War launched in 2006, it didn't just succeed, it redefined what people expected from a console game. It became the fastest selling game of the year and sold over 3 million copies in 10 weeks. But its real impact wasn't just commercial. Gears of War changed how games looked, played, and how we competed online. Gears of War was the moment Unreal Engine 3 became a household name. The game's heavy, gritty aesthetic wasn't just art direction, it was a technical showcase. There was high-level character models, dynamic lighting, destructible cover, cinematic camera angles, massive environments filled with debris, smoke, and particle effects. This was the Xbox 360's first true next-gen flex. Reviewers and players praised its visuals as groundbreaking, and it won over 30 Game of the Year awards in 2006. Gears of War didn't just look better, it made other games feel old. Before Gears, shooters were mostly run and gun. After Gears, everyone copied its cover system. Gears popularised the sticky cover mechanic, roadie run, over-the-shoulder aim, and active reload timing system. And these weren't just innovation, it was influence. Gears made tactical movement feel natural, and suddenly every shooter wanted to be cinematic and weighty. The Lancer rifle became iconic, not just because of the chainsaw, but because Gears made close quarters brutality part of the gameplay loop. And Gears didn't just innovate with cover shooting, it made the entire campaign playable in couch co-op. Every chapter, every boss, every set piece. In 2006, that was unheard of for a game this cinematic. It turned Gears into a shared experience and helped cement the Xbox 360 as the console you played with your mates. Cliff Bleszinski famously said he just wanted a gun with a chainsaw on it. But Microsoft? They weren't convinced. During internal testing, Microsoft executives complained the chainsaw produced a gratuitous amount of blood, and worried it was too over the top for a system seller on a brand new console. They feared parents wouldn't point at the screen and say, "Look how cool this is." But Epic disagreed, and won. The chainsaw stayed, and it became the franchise's identity. And ironically, it helped sell millions of consoles. Gears of War's multiplayer wasn't just popular, it was a phenomenon. Up to 8 players online, tight skill-based movement, one-shot shotgun duels that became legendary, and execution animations that turned matches into spectacles. By 2007, Gears of War was the second most played game on Xbox Live. And it wasn't just competitive, it was personal. Players formed clans, rivalries, and entire identities around wall bouncing, shotgun battles, and clutch revives. Gears multiplayer felt like a sport before esports were mainstream. Gears of War didn't just succeed, it changed the industry. It set the graphical benchmark for the Xbox 360, and it rewrote the rules of third-person shooters. It also created one of the most loyal multiplayer communities of its era, and proved that sometimes the risky idea, like the chainsaw gun, became the thing everyone remembers. Gears wasn't just a game, it was a shift, a moment where the future arrived early. Next time, we'll dive into Gears of War 2, the game that traded horror for epic scale, pushed the story into darker territory, and introduced Horde mode, one of the most important multiplayer modes ever made.